Okay, so I'm in Cairns, Australia. It's a tropical place and they got lots of bananas growing here, and I want to show you all the different banana varieties that we got available here in Cairns. Alright, so here's a big, nice platter of bananas. So let's go through them. We'll start with the most common one, which is just the normal Cavendish. So this is just a normal Cavendish banana. You know, the one you'll see all over the world, but this is grown to perfection, I would say. You know, it's actually picked when it's ripe, as opposed to picked very early and then shipped across the world like most bananas. So this banana will be a typical Cavendish banana, you know. Everyone knows this banana. Super delicious. It's actually delicious, as opposed to the Cavendish bananas I get in Norway. Definitely not delicious. So that's the Cavendish. I'm just gonna taste each of them and then I'll eat the rest later. The next most common variety here in Cairns is the sugar banana. They call it the sugar banana, and it's this one, and it is actually the Nam Wa banana from Thailand. I'm almost certain that this is exactly the same banana that you get in Thailand. It's called Nam Wa. They call it sugar bananas here. Smaller variety, matte skin, very delicious. My favorite banana, I would say, here in Cairns and in Thailand. So as you can see, it's a little bit more dense. When it's a little bit unripe, it has a sour taste to it, but some people enjoy that, some people not. But when it's ripe, it's super sweet. So good. Really good. So this banana is generally different consistency than the Cavendish. They're a bit more juicy. The Cavendish is a bit more on the creamy side, if you know what I mean. The skin is thinner, very thin skin. So quite different, and it's much sweeter. It's just much sweeter. But calorie-wise, it's pretty similar, but very sweet, very delicious. Next up, we got the so-called monkey banana. It looks like this. Small little bananas, just like that. And yeah, as you can see on all bananas, there's this little stuff on the bottom. And that's actually the flower. So when the banana flowers, there's a flower there, and then it gets pollinated and the fruit grows. That's how fruit works. So very thin skin and kind of a yellow tint to it. Very yellow actually inside. I find personally that when I eat these bananas, I can enjoy it. One banana, a couple bananas, but I find them almost a bit nauseating to eat too much of them. I don't know what it is, but they're not my favorite. Very yellow. That's the monkey banana. Next up, we got the red banana. The place we bought them at call them the red deca. I don't know if that's correct or not. You never know with fruit. People have no idea, and people mix up variety names, and there's a lot of mix up in the fruit world. But anyway, they're red bananas anyway. Let's try it. I haven't tried these red bananas here in Cairns yet. Skin very similar to Cavendish, both the skin and the look inside is almost like a Cavendish. Let's have a try. Wow. Difficult to describe. It's not exactly like the other red bananas I've had in my life, but it still has some of that same kind of yogurt kind of taste. Very kind of delicate. Not my favorite, but definitely quite delicious. Quite juicy. Yellowish inside. So that's the red banana. Next up, we have the so-called ladyfinger banana. So it looks almost like the sugar bananas, and you know, who knows, maybe they are almost the same. I've seen different bananas been called ladyfingers, and I'm pretty sure that when I go to Woolworths I see a completely different variety again. So I don't know if this is truly a ladyfinger or not, but maybe you'll know and you can tell me. Either way, they call them ladyfinger at Rusty's Market, and they look very like the sugar banana, really. Let's have a try. Definitely not the sugar banana. Sort of a halfway between sugar banana and Cavendish. Very juicy, very easy to chew. You know, like Cavendish bananas can sometimes be like, you chew and you chew and you chew, they're kind of dense. This is really light. Quite delicious. Next up we got this plantain. It's a type of plantain. I think it's very damaged here, so I don't know how that's gonna look inside, but these are what people typically boil, you know, cook. But we're gonna try and see how it is. I had one a few days ago and it was very delicious, but quite starchy obviously. Probably ate it a bit too early. That's how it looks. Yeah, plantain. More starchy, but definitely sweet. Very dense. Someone's shouting. Then there's this variety, which is called Ducasse. Well, that's what we heard. It looks like the ladyfinger, it looks like the sugar banana, but it's not, but it is. I don't know. We were told this is a Ducasse banana. D-U-C-A-S-S-E. Again, a little bit rotten on top there. Let's just throw that away. Looks like the sugar banana and the ladyfinger, really. But it is different. Very creamy. Yeah. And you know, with these type of bananas, sugar bananas include, there's the possibility of finding seeds inside. I've had that several times. I've been chewing and banana seed. So, you know, they're not all seedless. You can find seeds in bananas. Okay, last but not least, we got what they called the PNG banana, so Papua New Guinea banana. I saw that on the table and it was like, wow, they look amazing. I don't know if you can see it from there. They sort of look, at a glance, they look like the Cavendish, but by closer inspection they're more matte. The Cavendish, they have a more kind of, you can't really see that on the camera. Cavendish are more shiny, you know. These are really matte, and they're super delicious. And the interesting thing here is you can see how this one is totally green, and when we bought it, half the bunch was green. And whenever you see a bunch that is both green and yellow on the same bunch, that usually means it's close to tree ripened. Because if you cut all the bananas unripe, they will ripen at an even rate and they'll all be the same ripeness level. But if you see a bunch with half of the bananas green, half of the bananas yellow, it means that happened while it was on the tree. So some of the bananas turned yellow while on the plant, meaning it's tree ripened essentially. So yeah, let's have one of those. Not perfectly ripe, this one. Could probably wait another day, but that's alright. Quite similar to Cavendish look, a little bit more yellow. Yeah, very sweet. Well, how do you describe? I mean, it's difficult. Every single banana is different, but all I'm saying is, sweet, nice. You know, it's kind of impossible to describe different tastes, but they all have very different tastes. So, yeah, that's essentially what we got here. A whole bunch of different bananas here in Cairns. They all have different tastes, and you know, there's thousands of varieties of bananas in the world. So, this is just a small selection. Bananas have amazing taste profiles. You might just be used to your normal Cavendish banana, and that's the most boring banana there is. Like, these bananas are so interesting in their taste, and they have so many different nuances. And of course, if a banana is grown, even a Cavendish, if you grow it in good soil, it becomes big and it tastes tasty like this, full of minerals and not like the junk that we get in Norway. So yeah, I love bananas. They usually form a pretty large part of my diet. very good source of calories, consistent, easy to ripen, easy to find, very accessible. So if you tried different bananas, let me know what's your favorite variety, and you can post it down in the comment. And in the meantime, just eat your bananas, whatever type they are. And remember that there are so many different fruits in the world, including bananas, and if you go traveling for it, you'll find a lot of nice stuff. And you can check out our travel ebook here, where we talk about how to travel, how to go ultralight, how to go to the tropics to find fruit, how to prepare for a trip, and especially how to find fruit during the trip, how to transport it. So if you're a fruit fanatic like me, going to the tropics is the ultimate. You'll find so much fruit. Just like, look at the bananas. I mean, so much bananas just in one place here in Cairns. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.